Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Career Perspective. Today let's see how to apply for a passport. So first thing, let's go to Google and hit passport. You can see that the first link which comes is of the passportindia.gov.in. Go to it. Once you are in the website, the first thing is an alert will pop up about the fake websites that are available. Close the alert. You can see that we have various options. If you are a new user, go to new user registration. Else, if you already have an account, go to existing user login. For now, I'll hit the new user registration. The first thing is register to apply at. The CPV office Delhi is for the government officials and the passport office will be for our regular users. So fill the details as per the document you are going to submit. Strictly follow whatever the document says and fill them accordingly, because you will be later needed to submit these documents as a proof and they will cross verify whether the details are matching or not. And while giving your email address, make sure that you give the mail address that you have access to, because a confirmation mail will be sent later on. So as you can see, I am giving a verified email and also I'll be using the same email to log in later on. And while giving the password, make sure you check its policy. It will ask you to have at least a digit, an uppercase and a lowercase letter, and the length should be 8 to 14 characteristics. So give your password accordingly and also make sure that you remember it. Later on, it will ask you for a hint question. You can select from any of these available and give an answer which you will remember. Later, you will be asked to fill the CAPTCHA provided. So hit the CAPTCHA and hit register. As you can see, it says that registration mail is being sent to your mail ID. So immediately go to your Gmail account and hit on the link provided. As you can see, a link is being provided. When you hit on it, you will be redirected to the passport page again. Here you can give your user ID. In our case, it will be my email ID itself. So I will hit it and hit submit. When I click on submit, it will prompt me that my activation of my account is successful. Now I can go back to the main page and log in. As you can see, the login ID will be my email ID and the password will be the one which you have specified. And later on, you also will be required to enter the CAPTCHA that is being displayed. Once you log in, you can see that you have various options that you can choose from. If you're applying for a fresh passport, select the first option. So it will say that the passport application can be done in two ways, the online application or the offline application. For the offline application, you need to download the form, fill it offline on your computer and later on submit it back to the passport website. On the other hand, online application will give you an application form online which you will be needed to fill in the browser itself. In the first page, it will ask you for the state and also the district of the RPO that you want to select. RPO is Regional Passport Office. Later on, it will ask you for three things: the type of the passport you're applying for, whether it is a fresh or a reissue of passport, and the type of application, a normal application or a Tatkal. A Tatkal application will generally be faster for processing. And finally, the number of pages in your passport. It could be either 36 or a 60-page book. And now you can see that you need to fill the application details. Again, I would recommend you to fill them as per the documents you are going to submit, because there will be a cross verification later in the passport office. As you can see, all the details here are pretty straightforward. So fill them very carefully as they are in your documents. And now, as you can see, it is asked if the applicant is eligible for non-ECR. Non-ECR means immigration check not required. In general, if you have passed your 10th grade or any other degree above that, you are eligible for the non-ECR category. Here I made a blunder by selecting the no option. Please make sure you select yours accordingly. If you have a degree above 10th, you need to select yes here. Later on, fill your Aadhaar ID and agree to the terms and conditions. And you can hit either save my details or go to the next page to fill the rest of the form. Here it will ask you for your family details. You can give your father's full name and also his surname, and later on your mother's or a legal guardian's name, whichever is applicable for you. When you hit next, it will ask you for your present residential address. Make sure you give an accurate and complete address, because later on police verification will take place and officials from the government will come to your house to verify if the details you have given about your address are accurate or not. In the next page, it will ask you for your emergency contact details. You can give the name and address of your parents, or legal guardian, or any other person that you may trust. Now it will ask you for your identity certificate or previous passport details. As you can see, the identity certificate is generally issued to a person who is stateless and is residing in India. And also it will ask you if you have ever held a passport previously. So read the questions carefully and select whichever option is applicable for you. The next page will also contain similar questions which will help the passport office to understand better which kind of a citizen are you. For example, it will ask you if you have been involved in any criminal activities and you have been in jail previously or not. So read each and every question carefully and answer accordingly. When you hit next, it will take you for a review page. Here you can verify whether the given data about yourself is currently printed on the passport or not. When you hit next, it will ask you to give a self-declaration. As you can see, a self-declaration is nothing but whatever proofs you are going to submit to the passport office. And also you will give your consent that all the proofs are legitimate. So for the birth proof, you can select any of these given documents. For here, I'll select Aadhaar card. It is giving us a prompt to hit save my details so that all the details that you have entered till now is saved. And also for the residential proof, you can select any of the cards from here. For now, I'll be selecting the Aadhaar card again. Next, it will ask you for SMS services. If you want, you can hit yes. An additional charge of 50 rupees will be included if you opt for the SMS services. Later, it will ask you to accept the declaration given. You can read the declaration, enter the place you're in and also the date, and you can hit I agree and you can submit the form. Now your form has been submitted and is stored in the database. Now you can pay and schedule for an appointment, print the application that you have filled, or upload the supporting documents. When you hit pay and schedule, you can see that it will give you two options, online payment or challan payment. You can select either of the two for your payment. For now, I'll hit online payment and hit next. It will give you the details and you can hit next. These are the RPOs or regional passport offices available in your specific area. So you can select any of them from the list and then enter CAPTCHA given. Once you have selected your RPO, you can see that it will redirect you to the payment and booking appointment page. So here, as you can see, the amount of fee you need to pay is 1500 rupees and you can hit pay and book appointment for the further steps. Once you have completed your payment, an appointment will be allocated for you. Left side on the services section, you can view your submitted forms. When I select my submitted form, you can see that it will ask you to print or view the submitted form or print the application receipt, or you can upload your supporting documents. When we click on view or print submitted form, it will give you an overview of the application that you have filled. So you can cross-verify all the details that you have given earlier. You can either print it or close it from here. When we hit upload supporting documents, whatever documents you have specified for your address proof or your birth certificate, you can attach those respective documents right here. For example, if you remember the date of birth proof, I have submitted Aadhaar copy. So I can select the Aadhaar copy and upload the respective Aadhaar PDF from my computer. Similarly, for the other documents, you can do the same. You can not only upload the documents from your local computer, but also if you have a DigiLocker account, you can grant access to it so that whatever documents that are present in your DigiLocker account can be directly attached from there. So once you hit upload, you can see that the document type and the document description will be uploaded. So if you're not willing or you're not satisfied, you can delete them as I'm showing right here. And finally, when we hit application receipt, we can print an application receipt. As you can see, as I have not paid the amount yet, it is showing the payment status as not paid. If you have paid it, it will show the payment status as paid. So you can take the print of it to your passport office. But nowadays it is not mandatory to take the application receipt with you, because you will be having a message that you need to show in at the entrance of the passport office. The guard will check the message and verify if you have an appointment right now or not. If you have an appointment, he will let you in instead of checking the application receipt that we generally take with us. So guys, this is how you submit your application for your passport and pay the fee. Later on, once you have paid the fee, the date and the time of the appointment will be sent to your mobile. So you take your required documents along with you and visit the passport office for verification. Once your verification is done at the passport office, police verification will be done within a couple of days at your home. So make sure that you attend all your calls and be available at your home during that time. And once your police verification is done, your passport will be sent to you by post. If you like this video, please hit the like button and also share it with your friends who are willing to apply for a passport. And also make sure that you subscribe for more such important and useful content. Thank you.
Window panes lined with plastic water bottles.